I think the path is very well laid out. You look at how firms grow. Generally what happens is they'll start with generalists. It might be a partner or two, and they're doing more traditional work and providing some level advice. Over time, what will happen is they'll evolve, and maybe one of them will become a tax specialist because they have an interest in that. They start to specialize a little bit. You may end up with somebody then becoming into corporate advisory. They have some clients that wanted to sell a business. They got into valuations, M&A, and so these are how firms tend to evolve. They'll start from generalists, and then they'll work towards specialization. They'll add a tax group, a corporate advisory group. But what's really interesting is personal financial planning has always been a piece that's been left to other people to do. And this is where a lot of the disconnect has come, and where firms, that are understanding that realize that you can't do planning in only one part of their life. You can't just do the business planning without looking at the personal planning. It's all integrated.
Absolutely.
And I think that's really the next step in that evolution, is taking that personal planning piece outside of the banks and away from the banks, and ultimately building that at the core within the accounting relationship, so that you're looking at the whole picture of a client's life, but not stopping there. And I think that's been the learnings. There's been lots of models built, again, when we did our due diligence, where firms would just do the planning. And the challenge is to make that effective, to make it actually turn into value.
Right.
You need to get comfortable with getting into the execution and the implementation. And so what that means is you've got to have relationships or internalize investment management. You've got to have relationships or internalize insurance and risk management. You might have to bring in corporate advisory to some degree, or law. And I think the models that have been very successful are the ones that have rounded that all out.